Join and play today on Geforce Now. Hello and what up everybody, it's Project Storm. And today we're going to be streaming at over 1,500 miles away from our actual designated server. And that's using the RTX 4080 SUPERPODS, you all. Let's get into today's video. It is GFN Thursday with Project Storm. All right, what is going on everybody? As you can see here, we're live at 4K 60 FPS. And today we're going to be breaking down the latest Geforce Now blog, the official Geforce Now blog that is. And what you are looking at is Agent 47 himself. But before we get into all of this juiciness, we're going to go up here to show you all that I've added yet another link in the description section of this video so that you can take advantage of, all right? That is the status.geforcenow.com page. So as you can see right here, they are addressing issues all the time, such as Battlefield 2042, long patching times for games, data center upgrades for when the 4080 SUPERPODS are going to be playable and active or operational. So right here, you're looking at the US Central RTX 4080. It is ready, and that's what I'm going to be streaming from today from this server right here. Now, my actual server is the US Northeast, and it's not yet been upgraded. All right. I've also tried US Southwest. All right. And my actual server is located in New York. So from New York to LA is over 2,700 miles. And I was streaming with no problems, you all. Same thing with San Jose. Now, people, I think you get the point. Geforce Now, the RTX 4080 SUPERPODS are just no joke, right? So make sure you have the bandwidth, make sure you troubleshoot and do whatever you have to do so that you can have a great experience playing on Geforce Now. Because this is a whole lot of power, people. And if you're not careful, you may get warped into another dimension or something. I don't know. But what I do know is that we're going to go back 3 weeks to remind you all that GFN Thursday brought RTX 4080 to the cloud with Geforce Now Ultimate membership being announced. And that made quite a buzz, right? And then 2 weeks ago, GFN Thursday added new titles from THQ Nordic to Geforce Now. Shout out to THQ Nordic. Just last week, the Ultimate upgrade happened as Geforce Now RTX 4080 SUPERPODS began to roll out, as I just mentioned earlier, all right? Now, here we go. Today it says DLSS 3 delivers ultimate boost and latest game updates on Geforce Now. Before I continue, people, I'm going to be telling you right now, I will be streaming Hitman 3 with all of the latest features, okay? And I may have time to throw in some Watch Dogs Legion running on the 4080 SUPERPODS. So stick around for that, okay? And if you're the type of person that likes to fast forward, just come back later and check out the blog, you all, because we don't have any excuse not to know what's going on in the land of Geforce Now. So it says here, Hitman World of Assassination, Marvel's Midnight Suns, downloadable content will be adding latest ultimate tech soon, plus 6 new games joining the cloud, all right? Now, shout out to the Geforce Now community where everything happens at, you know it, the speed of DLSS 3, frame generation, reflex, HDR, and all that good stuff, you all. 4K 120, 1080p 240 FPS, and more. But we're going to go ahead and get started because we have a lot to cover, a lot to play. It says GFN, or Geforce Now RTX 4080 SUPERPODS are rolling out now, bringing RTX 4080 class performance and features to Ultimate members, including support for Nvidia Ada Lovelace GPU architecture technologies like Nvidia DLSS 3. This GFN Thursday brings updates to some of Geforce Now's hottest games that take advantage of these amazing technologies, all from the cloud. Plus, RTX 4080 SUPERPOD upgrades are nearly finished in the London data center, expanding the number of regions where Ultimate members can experience the most powerful cloud gaming technology on the planet. Look for updates on Twitter once the upgrade is complete, and be sure to check back each week to see which cities light up next on the map. And I'm going to show you that map right now. And as you can see, San Jose. Now my servers are over here on the East Coast, okay? San Jose, streamed there, no problem. Los Angeles, streamed there with no problem, you all. All I did was change my server. It is not recommended that you do that because obviously some people may have less optimal experience. But I do have a gigabit up and down, and I put it to the test, you all. Fiber connection, I put it to the test each and every week, each and every day on Geforce Now. Then to Dallas, that's where I'm going to be streaming today when I play Hitman for a little bit, as well as Watch Dogs Legion if I have time. All with ray tracing, DLSS, frame generation, and things like that. So stay tuned for that. But I've also been able to connect to London before. Well, not London, but over in Europe. I will say that much. And then Frankfurt, Germany, I'm going to try that as well. May as well, right? It looks like the same distance or a little bit shorter, actually, to West US. Now, we're going to go back and we're not going to get derailed again. It says members can also look for 6 more supported games in the Geforce Now library this week. AI-powered performance. Nvidia DLSS has revolutionized graphics rendering using AI and Geforce RTX Tensor cores to boost frame rates while delivering crisp, high-quality images that rival native resolution. Now, shout out to this guy right here. I forgot his name, people, but I'm telling you right now, there's nothing like watching his breakdowns of technology such as reflex and more. So do check out this video, you all, when you get a chance. I don't have time right now, but shout out. Powered by new hardware capabilities of the Ada Lovelace architecture, DLSS 3 generates entirely new high-quality frames rather than just pixels. It combines DLSS super resolution technology and DLSS frame generation to reconstruct 7/8 of the displayed pixels, accelerating performance. Whoever wrote this, give them a raise and a day off. Do that right now, because that was well said, you all. Now, everybody that knows me, you know I'm going to get super excited when we're talking about this technology. I am a gamer, but I also love the technology that powers the games equally. All right. It says DLSS 3 games are backwards compatible with DLSS 2 technology. When developers integrate DLSS 3, DLSS 2, aka DLSS Super Resolution, is supported by default. Additionally, integrations of DLSS 3 include Nvidia Reflex, reducing system latency for all Geforce RTX users and making games more responsive. Now here's a quick glimpse of what Nvidia Reflex is, so you can read that, you all. I'm not going to go through it because I don't have a whole lot of time. All right, but check that out. And it says, a whole new world of assassination. I'm sorry, I missed this part. Support for DLSS 3 is growing, and soon Geforce Now Ultimate members can experience this technology in new updates to Hitman World of Assassination and Marvel's Midnight Suns. A whole new world of assassination. The critically acclaimed Hitman 3 from IO Interactive transforms into Hitman World of Assassination, an upgrade that includes content from Hitman 1, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3. With DLSS 3 support, streaming from the cloud in 4K looks better than ever, even with ray tracing and settings cranked to the max. Become legendary assassin Agent 47 and use creativity and improvisation to execute ingenious, spectacular eliminations in sprawling sandbox locations all around the globe. Stick to the shadows to stalk and eliminate targets or take them out in plain sight. Along with DLSS 3 support, Ultimate members can enjoy ray trace, opaque reflections, and shadows in the world of Hitman as they explore open world missions with multiple ways to succeed. Deadpool does DLSS 3. Marvel's Midnight Suns first downloadable content, The Good, the Bad, and the Undead, adds Deadpool to the team roster, along with new story missions, new enemies, and more. Add in DLSS 3 support coming soon, and Ultimate members have a lot to look forward to. Shout out to Deadpool, looking real good right here. There's something about those colors, right? But moving right along, it says launched last month to critical acclaim. BGC awarded Marvel's Midnight Suns with a 5 out of 5 rating, calling it a modern strategy classic. PC Gamer said it was completely brilliant and scored it an 88 out of 100, and Rock Paper Shotgun called it one of the best superhero games, full stop. Now Project Storm says that I give it a 9 out of 10 or a 90 out of 10 or a 900 out of 1,000 or whatever you want to say, you all, because I have experienced just a little bit of the game, you all, a few hours or so. And it's already making me want to come back to it using the RTX 4080 tier, and I will. Ultimate members can explore the Abbey grounds to get to know the Merc with the mouth at up to 4K resolution and 120 frames per second, or immerse themselves in their mission with ultra wide resolutions at up to 3840 by 1600 at 120 frames per second. You all, that is a mouthful. It's a mouthful, but it's also some serious technology and some very high frames. Plus, many other popular formats, including 3440 by 1440 and 2560 by 1080, aka 1440p. Geforce NOW members can also take their games and save data with them wherever they go, from underpowered PCs to Macs, Samsung and LG TVs, mobile devices, and Chromebooks. Game on! Get ready to game. 6 more games join the supported list in the Geforce NOW library this week, and they are all right up here, you all. And as always, I'd like to shout out the developer who made the game, the publisher who publishes the game. Without them, we will have no games to play, and we just sit there and play Connect 4. All right? Or maybe some Uno or something like that, right? So moving down, there's only one question left, it says, to kick off a weekend full of gaming in the cloud. Let us know on Twitter or in the comments below what you think. I always send people to follow at Nvidia GFN, aka Geforce NOW. That is the best place to stay current. As soon as news drops, you know it. But it says, what's your favorite game to play in the cloud with RTX on? I could tell you there's a few of them. In no particular order, we have The Witcher 3 Next Gen. All right. We have Cyberpunk 2077. We have Watch Dogs Legion, or Watch Dogs Legion. I always say that wrong for some reason. And then we have my new star of the show that I just streamed yesterday, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. You all have to see that game with HDR, ray tracing, DLSS, and other exclusive Nvidia features active, you all. I don't even know what else to say, so let's move on. First up, we have Watch Dogs Legion. Some of us know about this game already, but it is coming to Steam today. As you can see, it's so new that it doesn't have reviews yet. Ubisoft Toronto, shout out to you, the developer of the game, and then Ubisoft, the publisher, of course. Moving right along, we have Ghost Recon Breakpoint. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put my birth year up in here. And this is not my birth year, but I just selected it. Hey, it is what it is. But this one dropped to mixed reviews. That is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, another game that we are familiar with, you all, but is now coming to Steam January 23rd, which is my birthday. So happy birthday, or happy belated birthday to me. And thank you all. Thank you all if you said it. Developer Ubisoft Paris, publisher Ubisoft. All right. Moving right along, we have Cygnus Enterprises. This one dropped to mostly positive reviews overall on December 16, 2022. Developed by Team Miyazi. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I apologize. Also published by them as well. All right. Then next we have Rain World. Very positive reviews overall. Release date March 28, 2017. Developed by Video Cult. Published by Akapar Games. Next we have The Eternal Cylinder. Very positive reviews overall, people. Released on October 13, 2022. Developed by Ace Team. Published by Good Shepherd Entertainment. And then last but not least, we have Odd Ballers right here. Developed by published by Ubisoft, developed by GameSwing or Ubisoft Mumbai. And now it's time to go down here, show you all that I'm still live streaming this, and I do this to let you all know that I'm streaming on the same PC at 4K 60 FPS, and I'm about to jump into Geforce Now using the desktop app. All right, here we go. Now, as you see right here, this says RTX 4090. I do have one of those in this PC as well, so I think I have an idea what high performance is all about. Why do I play on Geforce Now? Well, hopefully I'll be able to show you in a second. So let's go ahead and open the app up real quick. And right here, as you can see, Project Storm Ultimate, and I'm just going to try to breeze through this. You can go over here, go to settings in the drop down. Right here, you can see the latest version. You want to make sure that you have the latest version, which is 2.0.47. Make sure you have that. All right, because if you're not paying attention, you're not going to have the latest features when you're looking for that RTX 4080 SuperPod. And right here, you can see that I've connected to all my accounts like Ubisoft. So if I do stream Watch Dogs Legion, I shouldn't have to worry about signing in. And I know some people complain about that process, but I never really run into that issue unless I reinstall the app or something like that. So I consider myself lucky. Epic Games right there. I'm already linked to this as well as Steam. Okay, and then you can resync your games if you need to, and it will give you an accurate count most of the time. Sometimes it says a little bit less. And then as you see right here, server location, my recommended server is again Auto US Northeast, but I'm going to be selecting US Central to play these games today at over 1,500 miles away from my New York server. All right. Now, right down here, you see 4K 120 FPS, and I'm just going to breeze through. Max bitrate 75 megabits per second, adaptive VSync, reflex on, HDR can be enabled as well. I don't have it on because I'm not streaming in HDR, but I do that at times. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you would like to see how Geforce Now performs with HDR enabled. And then resolution upscaling right here, I have that on high. In-game graphic settings is a feature that's exclusive to the 3080 and 4080 tier, which is now the ultimate tier. All right. So let's go back, and we're gonna just try to launch Hitman 3, and shout out to the Geforce Now team for providing the creators and streamers with codes so that we can bring you all this footage. And right here you see RTX is checked. All right, that means ray tracing should be enabled in this game. All right, so right here, I know it's going to be hard to see, but 4K is enabled. Says full screen, VSync, VSync interval, HDR. I could turn that on if I wanted to, but at first I would have to select it on my display. Nvidia Reflex Low Latency is a must, and I always turn it on plus boost because it cuts latency. It just seems like it cuts it in half, you all. All right. DLSS frame generation, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. I didn't even know this was available right now. This is my first time jumping into this game, you all. So again, shout out to the team at Geforce Now for providing me with this code so that I can give you all the footage that you're about to see. Now, adaptive super sampling technique, we're going to leave it off. Ray tracing, just turn it on. Ray trace sun shadows on. Ray trace reflections, of course, the most beautiful thing in the world. We're going to turn that on. Ultra level detail, everything else should be maxed out. Motion blur off, simulation quality best. So we're going to save that, and we're going to hit play, and we're just going to run around for a little bit because I do want to throw in Watch Dogs Legion. You all may be very impressed by how well these games look and perform on the 4080 SuperPods. So right here, what I like to do is hit Control plus G, all right, at the same time, and it shows you the commands down here. Control plus N. You can turn statistics on like I just did from here. As you see, that FPS counter will go up to 1,000. At 1,000, then it just goes kaput. Can't keep up with all those extra frames, you all, in certain games. So we're going to leave that on for right now. You can also quit out of the game down here, or you can hit Alt plus F4. So I do this stuff for you all. I hope you all can appreciate it. And if you hit gameplay, you can see right here what I'm streaming at. Max bit rate again, 75 megabits per second. All these settings that I explained earlier are right here, okay? In game, you can access them in game. Next, we're gonna get right into it, but first we're gonna reduce this. There's no frame loss, no packet loss. Remember, I'm streaming at over 1,500 miles away, people, but I do have a gigabit up and down fiber connection. But you don't need all that speed to succeed on Geforce Now. but I will recommend like 50 megabits per second download and around, I would say, at least 10 or more upload. All right. So here we go. We're going to hit enter, and we're just going to try to jump into a mission real quick. I just want to show you all. Hopefully I can jump right in by accepting this. Okay, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. We're just going to go offline, right? And that's just a problem with the servers themselves, not Geforce Now. Okay, confirm right here. And we've already set my settings, but I want to skip this. And I do want to go back into options and bring up graphics. 4K. Everything right here, DLSS frame generation is on. Okay, ray tracing is on. Okay, ray trace reflections, I guess that's automatically turned off. Oh, okay, you can click it, turn that on. I thought I turned it on already, but that's why you go and double check, right? So there we have it. And it should auto save right here, auto save the settings. And then we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna skip this. I really want to skip. And this is Hitman 1, I believe. But this one now has ray tracing as well, you all. So it's perfect to show this one off first. Wow. As you can see the lights right there on the ground. Look at that. Every light highly detailed. Okay, now if I swing the camera down like that, the light doesn't disappear because this is not ambient occlusion. This is ray tracing, people. All right. That's full RTX. And I see that the FPS is serious with ray tracing on. Now, I'm not sure in this game. Let's see. This is my first time. Again, this is my very first time booting this up. But we do get a chance to see frame generation in action. It seems RTX is on. Level of detail ultra. Let's turn it. Oh, that's detail. That's in game. So can I turn? Let's turn ray tracing off and see what happens if I can. See, I'm gonna have to play around with this. I should have been prepared, but hey, everything happens in real time. Here we go. Reflection quality. Let's turn that off right now and then see if that improves anything. Boom. 168, 171. Okay, but as you can see, those reflections are off. Ray tracing is no joke, and it brings necessary visual quality to the experience, because in real life you would see those reflections, right? And that's what these developers and publishers, as well as Nvidia, are striving for. They're trying to give us real world experiences. So it does not look anywhere near as realistic without ray trace lighting or reflections. So we're gonna shut this down real quick. I told you all it's not gonna be too long. If you want to see more, hit like, please hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, people, because I'm telling you right now, there will be thousands of videos using the RTX 4080 SuperPods. Now, we're gonna hit quit down here this time. Normally I hit Alt and F4 at the same time, but we're gonna quit out. We're gonna boot up Watch Dogs Legion, and then I'm gonna get you all out of here. Okay, I do appreciate each and every individual's time. If you stop by this channel, you all, even for a moment or two, I appreciate you. It means a whole lot. But do help me get the video out to others who are inquiring about this, about Geforce Now, who cannot afford to build a PC or have a PC like I do with a 4090 in it, and still can appreciate the technology behind Geforce Now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use Ubisoft right now for this one. And as you see, again, RTX is enabled. This game goes neck and neck with Cyberpunk sometimes, and I'm just trying to find the best ray tracing supported games, or the games that support ray tracing or whatever, right, that I can find to stream for you all at 4K at 60 FPS for the most clear picture of what Nvidia Geforce Now performs like and what it might look like. Of course, it's always going to look better due to the YouTube compression, but I'm telling you right now, I have an 82-inch Samsung display, 8K 60 capable, 4K 120 FPS as well, and it looks absolutely beautiful on my display at 82 inches. All right. So there's some serious things going on over here. Now let's go ahead and hit this. We want to continue. Yeah, we're going to let it just play out real quick. Sometimes it will take up to like 30 seconds to get into the game. And that's not a long time for what we're getting. We're able to stream this, right? So there it is in the background. Let's hit yes to continue. And Watch Dogs is on the way. I'm going to do the same thing, just run around the world. And I do want to show off Hitman 2 and Hitman 3. But today, Hitman 1, I think that'll suffice. But if you have any questions or whatever, if you want to know how things feel and any question you might have, do leave it in the comment section. Don't be shy, you all. I always tell people I'm cool. I'm here to help people out. I know some people are a little bit shy, but you don't have to be when you come over here. Okay. So fire away. Let me know. You can also follow me on Twitter. You can check out my homepage of my channel in the top right corner of my YouTube banner. And you can just click there and you can follow me on Twitter. So if you have any questions there, let me know and I'll try my best to get answers for you. Okay, I'm going to hit Control+N. RTX 4080, SUPERPODS active, you all. Let's see what Watch Dogs Legion performs like. And I can't remember what settings I had, so we're going to have to see that real time. So I don't think it took too long to jump into the game, by the way. For the experience that we're getting, I don't mind waiting. This is a good time to drink, eat, whatever you had to do, run to the restroom whenever you switch between games or whatever. That's what I like to do. So let's see, logging in. But I will say it's taking a little bit longer than usual. Okay, there we go. We just connected. And this is all online, people. Keep that in mind. Had to connect to the servers and everything. So options right here. Video, 4K, 120. There it is, right? Smack me right in the face. And this normally is auto selected because I'm using the ultimate tier. And I have in-game graphic settings on, so I don't have to worry about tweaking the settings each and every time, as you will have to do on the priority or free tiers. So I think it's worth it. You know, for $19.99 USD, you can try it out. If the RTX 4080 is available in your area, try that out today. See if you like it. All right. So we're going to go to quality real quick. Everything ultra, including ray tracing, should be ultra. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yep. Ultra ray tracing. DLSS quality. All right. We're going to keep that on. We're going to just go ahead and kick it off just like this. And then if I hit image, I can turn on HDR again and play this game with HDR support. But we're gonna go back, we're gonna hit continue, and we're just gonna move around the game world to show you all what it looks like. I'm sure we can get an example of ray tracing. I love looking at the FPS counter. It never gets old. The middle counter is the actual stream that's being delivered to you all. The one on the left is the actual in-game FPS. And as you all know, ray tracing, again, very demanding, but very realistic and beautiful at the same time. Look at my reflection on this car. The first thing I see, beautiful reflections, real time, you all. Now, on most GPUs, this is going to crash the game. I'm telling you right now, you have to have a very special card in order to handle RTX. Okay? So, let's see. These guys are funny. All right, let's see my reflection right here in the bus. Let's see what's behind me. I see some lights behind me. Let's see if I can tell what's behind me. This is kind of dark. We have a white van back here or something. Yep, there it is. Everything real time. Now, let's turn. And I don't like for these videos to be super long, you all, but I'm trying to show you all something. So bear with me. If you like to see it, then stick around. And I will be going live streaming these games in full detail. So let's turn ray tracing. Hold up. Using the controller now. Let me go down. Let's put ray tracing. Let's turn it off real quick. DLSS off as well, just for a second, to see what kind of performance we get. All right. Just like that, same beautiful, crispy graphics over 90 FPS easily. So for the people who don't understand ray tracing or who don't think it's necessary right now, I love you all too. I do think it's necessary, and I think that they're going to keep on perfecting the technology. And then I think one day everybody's going to say, I can't imagine life without RTX. That's what I think. So check that out. From 70 something all the way up to 100 and something FPS in game. Ultra settings. Wow. I think that paints the picture, you all, and I'm going to get you all out of here. I do appreciate you each and every time, y'all. And as always, there's 3 things I like for people to do. That's keep it safe, keep it positive, and keep it gaming. And do keep in touch with me if you have any questions or concerns. Until the next one, I'm out of here, people. Peace.